I had only one wish. I imagined myself standing in the middle of an ordinary meadow with open arms. The sun is shining. My eyes are closed and I am just observing the heat of the sun. And there is this feeling of freedom. There is nothing to look for, no need to go anywhere, nothing to worry about. And now, it's just a natural state for me, a habitual state. It's like you've lived like this your whole life, and it's supposed to be so. Hi, my name is Larisa. I am from Saratov, and I am 24 years old. I've been studying in Givin School for 8 months already. A month ago, I woke up. My perception just shifted. I used to perceive myself as a personality, as a body, as Larisa. Recently, there was such a turn that I realized myself no longer as a body or mind, not as this person, but as a continuous perception, if I may say so. I am just present. There is this inner observer who just witnesses this whole game that we see. Actually, when I came to school, I didn't have the goal of awakening or going further and exit samsara as well. I kind of wasn't aware of all these things. The only thing that I came for, I even remember the first interview that I gave at the first retreat. I was asked, "Why are you here? What do you want?" And I said that I want to be purified. But now I understand that this desire included awakening and further, and constant purification, constant deepening, continuous expansion. You can say different words, but the essence is one and the same. Before I found out about the school, I was feeling very badly. At some point, it was so unbearable that I just prayed and asked for a clue, to be shown what was happening to me. The next day, I found out about the school. There was a video on YouTube, an interview with Alexander Larionov. When I watched this video, it dawned on me. I just saw all my life, all these key points of my life, where they were taking me, and that they were taking me exactly where I needed. I clearly saw that I wouldn't have understood otherwise. I needed all this suffering, all these breakdowns, stresses. There was no other way. I just wouldn't have come to it in any other way. Even when I was told that I had awakened, I wasn't aware of it, because I had an expectation of something more, probably. That I will awake and will feel all the people, I will hear and see through them, will have some kind of deeper perception, as it happens in the movies. For example, in the film Lucy, the character goes still and everything happens around her, but she is just standing and looking around. It felt so cool. I thought it would be the same, but it happened so smoothly and gradually that I even did not realize that this was an awakening. Of course, it was evident that something had changed, and dramatically. I used to have this feeling that I've been waiting for something all my life, expecting something that life is about to begin. I'll pass exams, I'll pass mid-semesters and start living. Then I will graduate from university and begin to live. You're always waiting. This feeling used to accompany me all the time. Constant expectation. You're not comfortable, you're not satisfied as you feel now. That nothing is happening in life. I want some sensation in life, some exciting experience, some kind of drive. And all this tension constantly built up inside. That's how it was for me, snowballing. And at the point, my nervous system broke down. I remember the moment when I was leaving a building. I opened the door. There was a forest in front of me. It was so green, vivid, dimensional. The forest looked extraordinary. You go out and your eyes are like opened. Wow! All people, all objects got an extra volume. I used to wonder when some people said that all items become 3D. But now I get it. Each object is like coming to the foreground, something like that. And at the same time, you can see everything that's happening around. The judgment and analysis disappears. You just see it and the way it is. It is so beautiful. And you just like it. And I just was looking at our shabby buildings, dustbins. In general, I liked everything, especially cars. They looked like toys. The thing is, you're never in the present moment. You never like what is going on. Probably this is the main problem. We are always running away from what's happening. And this is the only thing that actually exists. The stuff that's happening now. And happiness is here. It is in the depths of the present moment. Everything starts to come alive when you are in the present moment. I am speaking and I can see how I'm speaking. I see a butterfly flying. I feel how I'm sitting on the rock, how the wind is blowing. All of it is flowing through me. And there is such a peace I have been dreaming of my whole life. Because before the practice, my whole life, probably, if it could be described, I was constantly suffering, more internal rather than external. What is awakening? You are a little deeper in the present moment. Everyone is experiencing the present moment. That is what is happening to you right now. The question is how we perceive it. Before, as I said, I could sit on a rock and talk and get completely involved in this chatter. So this is a very small view angle of what's going on now. Now your viewing angle is slightly expanded, but you still cannot see the whole picture. I cannot say that I am perception that I am everything. Perhaps those are all illusions too. Because to see the whole picture, it still needs to be reached. And if you widened your viewing angle a little, so what? It does not mean anything generally. But we can notice that when we are here and now is just when our mind goes silent. And now we are not expecting anything, and everything is okay. But when you are even deeper in the present moment, then you feel much better. There is a depth. It is important to constantly deepen and refine your perception. This means that it is necessary to constantly expand your viewing angle, and you feel this life, and you stop thinking about it, chasing, looking for it on a vacation, at the seaside, or somewhere else. You have an interest in what will happen next. It is not even the interest, it is became your need. You want to go to this depth. We all want to be happy, and we awaken for it. We are going somewhere for this. We are looking for some sensations that can fill us. We are looking for it in everything. What can fill us? Fill us for what? To make us happy. But only a few people looking now inside themselves can say that they are really happy. To be honest. And what stops us from being happy at all? Good question. You will not find happiness anywhere outwards. It is not outside. All the same, we strive to be filled inside with some things from the outside. So we expect to be filled internally from externally. Life is very wise. Everything is going right. Everything is in its place. When you see that everything happens here just for you, but not just for you to get high, but so that you can develop while experiencing the whole spectrum of sensations and emotions. There is life, and you are feeling it. You feel up with it. You cannot change anything anyway. You can just live. You can just give thanks for that. Generally, for everything that happens with you. You see life beyond all those forms, which interacts with you and wants something from you. And you start to see what life specifically wants from you. Life expects from us continuous development, so that we develop, so that we do not stand still. There is nothing static here. Even if a small child says he will never grow up because he doesn't want to, he will grow up anyway. You just begin to look at the world from the perspective of, I do not know anything about that. You really do not know all those things you are looking at. We do not know anything about life, anything about ourselves. Our mind gives names to everything. When you remove this analysis, evaluation, all this merges into one. This is the meaning of our life. We do not come here just to be born, study, work, and die. Everyone knows that is not the point. The essence is in your development. We are here only for this. If you are stuck on some step, then you will be pushed towards the exit. Pushed, as a rule, not with a carrot but with a stick. Today many are looking for this awakening. But why do you need it? For what? Nowadays people can awaken even without practices, just by themselves. The question is, do they go further? If you have no goal, then all practices just will not work. The goal is set by the teacher. Because the mind simply cannot perceive this goal. We cannot know what it means to get out of samsara. Your mind cannot imagine it all. It is even impossible to imagine what is awakening, enlightenment. Such things, they are known practically from our own experience. And the teacher is not just setting a goal. He helps you to perceive this state. The state is not thoughts about it. He just broadcasts the state. And how quiet are you? As much as you are open to the world, just open. So much you can perceive the teacher's broadcast. And all his knowledge can be passed to you. Because there is no separation between us, between people. We are all one. The point is just to see the reality as it is. That's all. Without awakening, enlightenment, full realization, and something else. Just to see by your own experience what is really going on. Who are you and what is the world? What is generally true and what is generally real. The school enables you to really grow. 8 months have passed, but I feel like a lot of times has passed. I even have a feeling that a few lives have passed. I just want to wish everybody to be honest with themselves. Just look inside yourself and ask one question. Am I really happy? Do I know generally what life is? I am still sitting on a rock. But it feels like I have dissolved. Maybe I have already came out of the wheel of samsara.